Kansas City Chiefs are hosting the Las Vegas Raiders. The Chiefs sitting right now as 9.5 point favorites, a total of 47.5 or 48 in this one. I don't think any of us have any bets in our account, so we'll run through this just really quick. Brad, look, the Chiefs are going to win. How much do they win by? You know, the offense has not looked great. The defense has looked really good here of late, which is a complete 180 from where we were at the beginning of the season with this team. It's still kind of confusing to me where they stand in the whole thing. I mean, listen, they could win by touchdown in this one. The Raiders cover wouldn't shock me. They could win this thing by 17 because the Raiders, you know, they're kind of floundering here. Wouldn't shock me either. I don't like these type of games where where any sort of outcome wouldn't shock me at all. So pass for me. But what do you think here about the Chiefs and Raiders?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite a simple handicap. It's can the Raiders play cover 2, right? Because, the Chiefs, I think 4 of Patrick Mahomes' 5 worst career performances ever by EPA have come in the last 6 weeks. And it's against teams like the Broncos, like the Packers, who can play that cover 2 shell. The only team that he's done well against is the Raiders because they decided they either couldn't or didn't want to. They played their cover 3 and they got shredded. I think it is the personnel thing, right? Yeah. Because you've got to have Jonathan Abrams as a deep safety. You've got to have Denzel Perryman, he's a run thumping linebacker. You've got to have him dropping into zone, and I just don't think they can really play it. So I suspect the Chiefs probably get healthy again this week, but personally, I don't think they're back, and I'll be looking to bet against them as soon as we can. Maybe next week against the Chargers.
Stephen, what do you say here? 9.5 too much here, or you think that this is could be a double-digit win here for the Chiefs?
I think the line is right. I don't see value in betting on either side. I will say this, though, as we record this on Thursday morning, there is an 8.5 out there, which puts them in the teaser zone, which I think is an absolute gift to be able to get the Chiefs down below the 7 and below the 3 here. So I'm probably going to hop in my car, run from Louisville, Kentucky across the bridge to the beautiful state of Indiana where sports betting is legal and lock in a teaser here with the Kansas City Chiefs at that -2.5 with another leg I like this week. So really great week for teasers, by the way. We'll get into more of that as we go through here. But to Brad's point, the Raiders aren't one of these defenses that adjust their game plan based on the opponent. Like, they are stubborn. They just play cover 3 for the most part of the entire season.
I do think it goes back to the deal, though. It's personnel. Like, they just don't have the guys. They're not able to be multiple on the defensive side of the ball. There's just not the dudes out there. It was built a certain way where they're not interchangeable. Yeah. They're not able to move around.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're playing mostly cover 3, which for those that don't know, it's 3 deep and then zone underneath with the other 4. And they're not blitzing. So they're just rushing 4 at the passer here. And the Chiefs O-line has been too good. 3rd in pass block win rate, 6th in adjusted sack yards. So the rushing 4 doesn't work for the Raiders against this Chiefs offense. So the last point I'll mention is about this Kansas City defense, which I think is interesting. But to Brad's point, I'm not sure the offense is playing well enough to overcome that in future weeks. So I'm with you. I'm going to be looking for spots to play against the Chiefs here as we come down the stretch. But it is interesting, at least, that since week 8, the Chiefs defense is 3rd in EPA per play allowed and overall for the season. Now, top 10 blitz rate that is getting home for a number 3 overall pressure rate. So this is not the same Chiefs defense that we were railing on earlier in the season.